Hello, back again, DJ here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. What I want to talk to you today is a amazing development by Northamptonshire Police, of all people. Amazing. Why was it necessary? And now we know why it's necessary, but it shouldn't be. And what I'm talking about before I waffle on is Northamptonshire Police have found it necessary to make a video, a PowerPoint presentation for migrants that came into Britain by the boat across the channel, and it describes two of these migrants in two of the hotels in Northamptonshire so far. And it describes for them that they shouldn't rape our women and our young girls. It's naughty. They shouldn't be doing it. Yes, I'm serious. This is the video they've made for the migrants, but the Northamptonshire Police have done, and it's necessary. Asylum seekers have been told by the police to treat women with respect and not harass them or risk being arrested. Officers have drawn up a PowerPoint presentation for these asylum seekers in hotels on the key points of UK culture, and which they are told they should respect our UK culture when they come to live as asylum seekers in Britain. Yes, you see, it didn't dawn on them that if they're coming to this country, they should respect our culture. Just as if we went to their country, which we wouldn't, but if we did, we would have to respect their culture. They wouldn't tolerate us behaving in a different way, but they expect it the opposite way around for them, doesn't it? It includes, now this PowerPoint presentation, it includes recognising that women have the same rights as men. Yes, so they must be treated with respect and courtesy. If you harass or abuse any female, you can be arrested, it states. So if you abuse a female, you can be arrested. They don't seem to realise you cannot abuse female because they do in their own countries. The asylum seekers are warned that certain swear words can cause great insult, which could be considered a crime if used in public. Well, that's mild. But, I don't use bad language. I don't swear at all. I don't see any need for it. I think it belittles the person who does swear. Most of the swear words do not mean what people think they mean. And, the FUCK, forced unauthorised carnal knowledge, rape. But it's used, I don't effing care. I don't forceful unauthorised carnal knowledge care. Doesn't make sense. It's stupid, but people think it makes them look good. Where'd you get your ideas from? Okay, I've gone off the subject, haven't I? They are also told, this is the migrants, are also told that violence of any kind is not acceptable. Really? Violence is not acceptable? That beating women up and attacking them and assaulting them and abusing them and raping them is not acceptable in British culture? Wow. And not acceptable is emphasised by being capitalised in the presentation. If arrested, they are warned that this could damage their asylum claim. Well, only could. It should be out the country now. But getting a message come through. I'm annoyed that I keep getting these messages come through. But I ask for your comments later, after I've finished, not before. The police presentation obtained under Freedom of Information laws warns migrants against taking photos and videos. What's this about? Well, the initiative by the Northamptonshire Police followed community and parental complaints over young male asylum seekers loitering near a primary school in the county, including claims of filming the children. The mind boggles, they've had to do a video, a PowerPoint presentation, say, why are you hanging round nursery schools, infant schools, primary schools, or even adult, the secondary schools? Why? What are you up to? Now, this disclosure from the Freedom of Information Act came from a disclosure that came just days after a 29-year-old Afghan asylum seeker tried to defend his rape of a 15-year-old Scottish schoolgirl by citing cultural differences and the language barrier. Listen to this. Lawyers for Sadiq Niksad, who entered the UK illegally on a small boat in 2023, told the court he had not been educated about the significant cultural differences between the UK and Afghanistan. He was jailed for 9 years for the sex attack in the Falkirk town centre. He hadn't been educated that you don't rape 15-year-old girls in the park. Is it okay in this country to rape 15-year-old schoolgirls? Well, I suppose schoolgirls don't go to school. School-age girls don't go to school because education for girls isn't allowed, it seems, is it? It's frightening that this is going on, isn't it? It really is. There's a simple solution, isn't there? Every single illegal immigrant who arrives here should be immediately removed to a location outside of Europe, preferably back home. But what we're doing, we go to the European Court of Human Rights, and they said, no, he won't have a family life over there. Well, he's not going to have a family life by raping our women, is he? By raping our young girls, 15-year-old girl. These gang rape, they like to call them grooming gangs. It sounds better than rape. They had short sentences. They're out walking the streets in the same towns as their victims. It's not right. It's not right. Tell me if you think it's right. Put your comments in. I think it's okay for asylum seekers and illegal immigrants to rape and sexually molest our young girls. Tell me about it. Put your name to it. I bet you don't dare. This is a disgrace to our once great nation. It is a failing of our authorities. It's a failing of our police. It's a failing of our judges. It's a failing of our politicians. It's a failing of our institutions, our border patrols. Failure, failure, failure. It shouldn't be happening. We should put a stop to it now. We should stop those boats and refuse to allow them on. Turn them round. If you have to, drag them round. Tow them back to where they came from. And if they've come from France, and the French authorities refuse to accept them, we loosen the towing ropes, we sail back to Britain without them, and they're left in and on the French coast, so that they take responsibility because they left their country. International problem, international distress, international worries. So what? We're a big boy, aren't we? Britain's a big boy that can say, well, you allowed them to leave France, we've brought them back. Oh, but they might attack our trade. Well, then we don't take their goods either. Oh, but we'll lose our French wines. Buy Australian, buy Chilean, buy American wines. Is drinking a glass of wine more important than the sexual and abuse of our girls? I think not. I think not. Who are these people who think that the wine, the cheese, the French cheeses? We make our own cheese. We can have cheeses from other places, but we make enough of our own. It's nonsense, you know. So we say, oh well, our trading will drop. Will the French stop trading with us because we've sent back the migrants back to France, forcing them to send them back to the country that they came through into France? It's a knock-on effect. They will not want to devastate their own trading agreements with Britain over it. We're just cowards. We're behaving cowardly and thinking, oh, it's virtue signaling. Oh, we're accepting them. We're accepting them. The British people, I'm sure, do not want them. We do not want our girls and our young ladies and our women scared to go out on their own. So many are raped by immigrants, Muslim immigrants. I must say it's Muslims. It's Islamic. Mohammed did it. Mohammed was a rapist. Mohammed and his men were rapists. Mohammed would kidnap women, rape them, and then sell them on into the sex market to live a life of being raped and abused until they were of no use anymore, and then discarded, often killed. That's what they follow. They say he's the perfect example for a young man to follow and behave like. If you don't believe me, look it up. Look it up in the hadiths. Look it up on the internet. It's easy to find. But now I'm sort of, these things, these stories, they really get to me. We should be looking after our young ladies, our young girls. Give me your comments. I know I said comment if you don't agree, but comment if you agree with me as well. Press that like button and don't forget to press that subscribe button. I'm being censored, by the way. And my videos are being kept down by YouTube, and I've been told they'll keep them down until the 26th of July. So, and then they'll review. I'm being punished. That's what it is, because I did a video of my grandson who was being attacked with a large girl and a shoe. Shoe hit him in the face several times. He had to go to the dentist because it loosened his top teeth. He was hit in the face several times. Since then, he's been attacked again, and his new mobile phone was stolen from him, and then thrown in some bushes. The police are doing nothing about it. I put a video out on it. It's on Facebook, but YouTube pulled it down, made me delete it from this channel, and they put me on trial, and for 90 days. It expires on the 26th of July. So I'm being squashed at the moment, and my videos are not being shown. So if you are being able to see them, great, but press that subscribe button so that I can get my subscribe numbers up and be able to overcome the disadvantages they've put me under. So that's my appeal to you. Please do. It doesn't cost you a penny. Doesn't cost you a cent. Not even a rupee. It's totally free to subscribe. So subscribe if you will. So until later on today, that's going to be all from me. Be safe, be good, and look after yourselves. Bye for now.